You set the goal, you're starting a YouTube channel, and right now there's this overwhelming urge to tell someone, share it with friends, announce it to the world, and I get it, I really do. But what if I told you that sharing your plans might actually make it harder for you to follow through? Not impossible, and just harder. So let's get into it. And reason number one, your family, friends, and colleagues are not your target audience. And this is something most new creators and aspiring creators never think about. When you tell your friends, family, colleagues that you're starting a YouTube channel and they go watch your video out of love and support, you're not getting real engagement. You're getting pity views. And the YouTube algorithm, it doesn't know the difference between your mom watching because she loves you and a complete stranger watching because your content genuinely connected with them. But here's why this matters more than you think. The YouTube algorithm is constantly learning. Every view, every click, every watch session is a signal. It's asking who's watching this, where do they come from, what do they normally watch? And lo and behold, your mom loves watching knitting tutorials, your grandpa loves fishing videos, and your colleague loves watching football highlights. None of their watch history has anything to do with your channel. But when they land on your video and watch it out of politeness, and maybe click off early because it's simply not for them, the YouTube algorithm picks up on that. It looks at who watched your videos, it digs into their watch history, and tries to find more people just like them. So instead of sending your video to people who might be genuinely interested in your topic, it starts sending your video towards knitting enthusiasts, fishing fans, or football watchers. For a channel just starting out, those early signals matter enormously. Organic growth, real viewers finding you through search, through recommendation, through content that matches what they already love. That's the foundation the algorithm needs to understand you. You want the first viewers to be the right viewers, not the kindest ones, so protect your early growth. Let the algorithm find your audience naturally, because the right 100 views will do more for your channel than 1,000 polite ones from people who are not your target audience. And reason number two, your brain thinks you've already done it. And picture this, you tell your family, your friends, your colleagues you're starting a YouTube channel, they all get excited. That's awesome. You're going to crush it. I'll be your first subscriber. And it feels good, really good. And that warm feeling inside your body, that's dopamine, your brain's reward chemical. And here's where it gets interesting. There's this researcher at NYU named Peter Gollwitzer, and back in 2009, he ran a study that looked at what happens when people announce their goals publicly. And what he found was fascinating. When people talked about the goals, especially big personal goals like starting something new, they actually put in less effort afterwards. Not because they were lazy or unmotivated, but because the brain had already given them the reward. You get that hit of validation, a sense of accomplishment, but your channel still hasn't been created yet. What the research shows is that your brain gives you a reward for announcing the goal. Almost like you've already accomplished it. You get that emotional payoff before doing any of the actual work. And reason number three is the weight of being watched. And again, imagine you announce to your family, friends, and colleagues you were starting a YouTube channel. You upload your first video, it gets under 20 views. Most of them are you and the people you told. A week later, you bump into someone you mentioned the channel to. Maybe in the coffee shop, maybe in passing. And they're asking, hey, how's the YouTube channel going? Have you gone viral yet? They smile, they mean well, but inside, you feel small. This is what I think of as the pressure trap. When you make your goals public, you're not just working on your channel alone anymore. You're performing your progress for an audience. And there's some interesting research about this. When people feel watched and evaluated, especially when learning something new, their performance tends to drop. It's not about being weak or insecure, it's just how our brains work. Think about the last time when you were trying to learn something difficult. Was it better when people were watching and asking how it was going, or when you could mess up privately? So what do you actually do? You work quietly. Let your results speak later. Keep your channel to yourself. Not forever, just in the beginning. Upload your first 30 videos. Learn as you go. Figure out your editing style. Become comfortable in front of camera. Make your mistakes where only the algorithm can see them. It's not about being secretive. It's about giving yourself space to learn without an audience for your growing pains. The YouTube algorithm doesn't care how many people you told. It cares about the people who are genuinely interested in your content. So find validation in the work itself, in the progress, in getting a little bit better with each video. And then when you got real momentum, maybe your first 100 subscribers or your first video that really connects, that's when you share, not before. Not as an announcement of what you were going to do, but as proof of what you already done. And remember, the work speaks louder than any announcement ever could. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.